There are things we can do. We bring it good news and we give it to you. We judge it for podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Qualified people who willing to serve. The blessing that time and the efforts are rest. The brothers giving us here and the parents from there. The work with my life without fear.
I live
Master.
Play Paris, I can't Sktv menu. C'est ma chenille, tina ke ase ma jamu. Enji sano muni, emu aye yo. Enji lofa muni, emu aye yo.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandfather.
And I didn't ya to money, and I salia ya to money, and I couldn't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I didn't ya to money, and I salia ya to money, and I couldn't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I don't get it now ya to money. That's the TV, and I don't get it now. Cause you work on my ya to money. Yeah.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandfather.
There are things we can do. We bring it good news and we give it to you. We judge it for podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Qualified people who willing to serve. The flesh, the time, and the efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving a real and the premise from best. The work with my life without fear. From Grandfather, Nima to Lufa. From Riverside, River G to Chile. From Grand Crew, Bombing, Kidman, Montserrat, San to Bacalu. From Maryland, Bonk to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa.
Indeed, it's 2 minutes. That's a time check. 2 minutes past 6 from what I said and broadcast in the Cousin studio here this evening from our FAT. Today is the 4th of May, the 5th month, and the year remains the same, 2026. Good evening to all of you, our dear channel listeners, our supporters, our well-wishers, and those of you always are on our back, even when we are not on. You're always calling to check on us. Indeed, you are the real deal for broadcasting, because guess what? The energy you put in and everything you do for us, we look through all of these things, and that will encourage us to do the work that we are doing. Again, folks, I'm Johnson Mayborn Kula. For a matter of fact, my birthday passed on the 1st of May, which is on Friday. Thanks to all of you, each and every one of you. Those of you who reach out personally, and those of you who reach out through Brother Aliu and so forth, and the Sktv team. Thanks to each and every one of you. That's the best thing to do. You know, you have to support the media, the little support you give us. That one encourage us more to do the works. That one, in fact, transport us from where we reside or where we live to go for some of the news. This thing help us also to have data into our phones, and you know, and how all of small things, family pressure, family problems, you know, to solve all of these things. So LEC, you got to recharge, you got to put, you know, all of these things. So let me really give it up to all of you. Indeed, thank you so much, and thanks to the Sktv management also for a job well done on my birthday. Thanks to each and every one of you, and the management of Truth FM, headed by our own dynamic CEO, Honorable Laike Bediti. Also, let me say thanks to you, boss. Thank you for reaching out. Indeed, it was great. Very, very magnificent. Thanks to all of you. Thanks to our radio here. And, you know, it's just so overwhelmed. So again, I'm grateful. At least we are not fighting for our children. Yeah, you know. But then they used to say we are, in fact, we were the future leader. But from all indications now, it's like, in fact, We are no longer the future leaders, but we are the one now fighting for the future leaders, which of course have to be our children. So I'm grateful. Thanks to each and every one of you. The country is getting noisy. Day by day, the country is getting very, very noisy. So many things happening, political play, political talks, statements, allegations, accusations, and so forth. But at the end of the day, our people are still swimming in poverty. You know, while the politicians continue to do what they are doing. Help us share the show. More will soon be here with us. Brother Ali will join us. Mr. Dishi. Sorry, Mr. Dishu will also join us. And all the rest of the team or panelists will also be here with us this evening. And those of you who are also celebrating birthday on today, let me wish all of you the best. Happy birthday to all of you, including my own sister, Alice Bien. Alice Bien celebrated her birthday on yesterday. I think today is a wedding anniversary. Congratulations to you, sis Alice Bien. Thanks to all of you. Thanks for job well done. And let me recognize Emmett. Emmett Hammond from Car City. Let me be frank. I don't know what kind of person Emmett is. In fact, Emmett is another kind of a human being that you can easily, think about, or in fact, like that easily, in fact, predict. Because the reason I'm saying this, Emmett Hammond having to be one of the strong supporters of this government campaign, making sure that at least change come to Liberia, but only to see things the way things are going. So Emmett always on our back, supporting the media, the little what we do here. Emmett always there on our back. He don't care. Emmett don't even have say anymore. That's how I say Emmett not to be like. Emmett sir is Liberia. So Emmett Hammond, let me say thank you, my dear brother, for reaching out always. You're the only person from here in Liberia who reached out, apart from other people that messages, that text messages, they are posts and so forth. But you reached out with little talking, and that was great for me. I was very, very humble for that, because all of the politicians, the thing we're doing here, they benefit from these things. People see us that we are oppositions, we are impositions, we are government or party people, or we are against government. At the end of the day, we do this thing for Liberia. So Emmett, good evening to you, my dear friend and brother from Car City. Thank you for all you do. Continue to do your best. Emmett, God is watching, my brother. People like you, I think even when we give you positions, you will not be able to do pick and choose, because you don't even care. You follow all of the media institutions, what kind of station, you follow these stations to get all of the information. Again, that's good. And today is World Press Freedom Day. Yeah. I think, thank you. Yesterday, but the celebration still continue. Yesterday was the World Press Freedom Day. Today, we are talking today because of freedom of press, the way the media is supposed to operate. But Brother Ali is here. I don't know whether it's set and ready already, but let me recognize a few of our people quickly. James David, Ayusha also is one of the person to also like Emmett Hammond. James David, thank you, my dear good friend and brother. Silky Traore, thank you for joining us. Elijah Ponge, thank you for joining us. Rudolph Leme, thank you. And my own this is Mata Gay Owe, thank you for joining us. Ayusha, thank you so much, says Mata, for always doing what you are doing. And all of you, man, I'm proud of all of you for the birthday wishes, for the support, for the, everything was just overwhelmed, and mailing, the family, the love, was just everything, the wifey and everything. So, folks, let me see our brother. Brother Ali, I don't know whether he's set and ready. If you do, then good evening to you. Good afternoon and good morning. All right. So it's like Ali is still setting up, but again, help us share the show. People, those of you who are sharing, thank you so much for sharing. The country is noisy, like I said, and there's so many noise. From yesterday was Political Sunday. I don't know how many of you that follow my post. I did a post on yesterday, and I said our country, in fact, the politics, the statements from our politicians, now and they're turning to another thing. So yesterday was Political Sunday. Former President, we are dedicated, in fact, It's King's FM, or in fact, the Royal Communication Incorporated. Yesterday there was groundbreaking, or in fact there was some activities that happened there, and he made a lot of statements ranging from people who help, ranging from people behavior, and how when you do things for people, the way they pay you back, and these are things that we will be looking at with the hatred in this country, the way we do this thing, and we say, oh, it's politics, maybe it's politics. Whenever I know what Ali is ready, sometimes we just normally treat ourselves in some kind of thing, then we say it's politics. People do wickedness to one another. We shape everything on politics. So, like for example, say life that politics. Some of you, the way you can be thinking. So let me just give this example. Like for example, I take care of mailing. From that stage up to the time that mailing grew to become a woman and start to work and do everything, then mailing, look at me. After doing all of the investment in mailing, then mailing say, Papa, the politics are not forced. They are struggling. For example, I don't even have food anymore to eat. Then mailing say that politics, so I'm not happy, I'm not paid back, I don't get time, I don't get to be helped to you too because it's politics. Or maybe it's life, I'm not forced, I don't owe you. No. That's why when we talk about some of the social issues one time, when we talk about the issue of children, and some of my colleagues or my panelists were saying, oh, the children are open. No. For me, I disagree with that because it's investment that we are doing. Okay, they must do them. I don't owe the child. Then that's the case. Because you invest in the child, you put all of your all into the child so that tomorrow, even if you are old, the child will be able to take care of you. That's a pattern. If a child can take care of you 100%, at least their fathers or other things will be able to be a help to you. And there are a lot of old folks that I'm seeing around today who living in their own homes and their children are there and so forth here and there. But yeah, we see like, oh no, the child is responsible. No. So when I'm old, who is responsible to take care of me? Okay, I think my brother is here now. All right, let me see. Yeah, sorry, brother Ali, I was calling you, but then you were not maybe ready by then. But what's up, my brother? Good afternoon, good morning.
Yeah, I just got home. I was finding something to to hearty the top fellowship.
I know, I like that. Yeah, that's the best thing to do, my brother.
Yeah, good afternoon for my MB, good afternoon to our listening audience and follower. Glad to be here. How was the birthday? How's the family?
Everything okay, my brother. We're good to go. We are fine. Thank God for life, and thanks to all of you too for the birthday wishes, for the everything, the little support and so forth. That was very, very magnificent. And we enjoy mailing everybody. We have fun, and it was very, very great. Thanks to all of you. Thanks to the Sktv family, my brother.
Yes, wonderful. Yes, it's that's it to see that day. People say that 2 days you can't forget about your birthday and that of your wedding anniversary. Yeah, these are 2 important days in your life that you can't forget about. Yes. Yeah. Well, at least we should always be grateful to God when you see your birthday. God have extended your life to another year. Like while your anniversary, it was one of the best moment of your life. When you see that day again, yeah, you should be grateful to God.
And you're talking about anniversary, my brother. Sometimes I don't know, but most of the time, our mothers, our sisters, they are the one for all of these things, especially for the anniversary, though, the wedding and so forth.
All of these things are like, as most of the time, I ask people why women, they birthday, you don't play with our birthday business. Just like the anniversary, you don't play with these things. Like we the men, we don't really pay attention to these things. Yes, but the women, when it comes to that
money, the money the people can spend on their birthday just for even only on themselves, only for the makeup, for every activity, photo shooting, or more. Sometimes you reach up to 100 plus just for the hair. I just went somewhere, but let begin go by Richard and cut my hair. You see my hair?
if today is somebody's birthday, they celebrate today. Beginning next month, they start saving money for next year birthday celebration. That's how the women are. The people can start planning their.
I like them for that. They don't did they listen? Yeah, they like them to women. I like them for that kind of thing. It's just that sometimes they can overplus do. I think there were yeah, some of the problem like, because if you overplot to Brother Aliu, then you will make the man sometimes, like, for example, if you have your man in the home and you want to stress the man on the kind of activities, then it's bad. Because birthday, yes, it's good to celebrate birthday, but you can't spend until the horse go dry after the birthday. And like how we're looking here in Liberia in the simplest form, we will have party, but the next day, nothing, nothing in the home, my brother.
Maybe you were saying something. Excuse me.
Getting me?
Yeah, you were saying something about children,
Hmm.
or you born a child, you do everything for the child, and at the end of the day, tomorrow the child abandon you, and the
Hmm.
child will say,
It's
they
politics.
are not,
That was in politics, huh?
they are not forced. And
Yeah.
that reminds me when I needed him to America,
Mm.
when I was working in a hospital. So one time we were just in a break room, and I asked my co-workers, I said, now your parents send you to school, everything, you graduate, everything, you start working, and you are married. What do you give to your parents in return?
Good.
And
Good.
they were like, what? I said, yeah, what you people can really do for your parents after giving birth to you, took care of you, send you to school, everything. Now you are a mature woman, you working, you earning your own salary. What really you do for your parents? So what you expect me to do for them? I need to pay my rent, I need to pay my bills, I need to take care of my children. So
Be
I'm
massive.
like, so there is nothing like at the end of the month, maybe you get a token, you give it to your mother, and say, oh, mommy, daddy, or let 100, let 150 for your. Say what? I'm supposed to save that money for my children. I get other things to do.
Can you
The
imagine?
time my parents gave birth to me, all that time they're supposed to be planning their own future. I said, so when your parents owe, what you do for them? That's why when you should work when you're young. So when you owe your pension money or whatsoever will take care of you. Don't be expecting me to take my salary to say I coming to take care of you. I said, really? So what about your in-laws, a thing like your husband or family or your own family? They said that's why you people are poor in Africa.
The,
I
the,
said,
the
because
only
like,
problem.
if
Mhm.
I'm married to your daughter, then
Mhm.
at the end of the month, I will say, okay, yes, you need to buy food and carry it to your parents. And at the same time, my own parents too, we need to do something for them. So your
Mhm.
parents, they don't plan for their future. They put their breading on your. You say they born all they were taking care of. Oh, that's our responsibility. It is not our responsibility to take care of them when they owe. You owe, I carry you to nursing home. I was the what? And that's why we are seeing in this country, my brother. Yes.
And and
So
and
yeah,
to even to add on to that, brother Ali, you know, sometimes that's a society. That's their own
that's
society,
our own
and
society.
yes, and they may be right, but for us here in Africa, we live in poverty. We born in poverty and we grew up in poverty. Everything we are doing here is not that we maybe we don't want to build our future, maybe we don't want to build our home here and there. No, sometimes the social aspect of life will come, and sometimes you may maybe that woman may let me get pregnant and so forth, and it is your responsibility. So you don't want to have that responsibility, maybe going away or maybe just because even though other people can do it, then you see children all in the street in or maybe at some maybe dump site, see people throwing children away. These are some of the pressure that come with bearing child. So at the end of the day, it comes with a lot of things. So we here in Africa, we go through the stress, we go through everything in investing. We are not demanding, but at the end of the day, it's our culture that at least maybe if you up there and God blesses you, you should be able to at least to give little blessing maybe hand to your parent that you said. So
Mhm.
okay, so I agree. In case some of the parents do they have homes, because I know some parents who already their future everything is intact, it's good. They have horses and they live in a home, maybe horses and yeah, and even the child who they take care of from baby up to school age, the child still have nothing, still depending on the parents. So, Aliu, so let's turn everything around now and say, okay, by the time you reaches 18, send us the system. Maybe they will say, okay, I owe, and I'm responsible for my parents. Okay, but then if you reach 18, then you go on your own. But I knew. Then you go, then I stop paying your fees, your this and that, thing that you go.
And that is why in this country, maybe when the children reach 18, when you see how happy they can be celebrating their 18th birthday, because they are like, now they are adult and their parents don't tell them what to do. Some of them, you see, they will be celebrating the why now that they can do anything, because here when you're 18, you are now an adult, your parents can pull you out anytime. But you don't go to club, you don't drink liquor till you reach the age of 21. You don't go to club yet. That's the problem. But when you're 18 years, the funny part about you can go back on. They can sell gun to you. But they can't allow you to drink liquor.
You can't drink liquor, but you can never buy arm.
You can buy arm because now you are an adult on self-defense. You can defend yourself. That's crazy. Maybon, let me say something shortly. You know, Maybon, this is something like we had to start doing, most especially talking about we the Liberians. Because like in this country, since I've been here all these years, maybe you will see somebody that well gave birth today. Maybe 1 year, or even someone that even less than a year, the person go open account for that child. Even if that $100, they put that $100 in that account, that money is there growing. The day they make it again, anytime they get $10, they put it there. They get $5, they put it there. They say that money is for Maybon Johnson Cooler. That my son account here till he reaches 21. All that document is there. And this is what the people do in the Western world. They say, oh, the way people they reach, the way people they reach. By the time you Maybon, you 18 years, you out of high school, you go to college 21 years, you out of college. When your people turn that account over to you, when you look up to 50 to 60,000 already in account for you. So unless now you want to be a child that can mismanage, so you already established from right down there. You out of college, you go into where you
that's
already
a good system. But I don't even go follow.
In account for you. So this is why I think we the Liberians, back home, and those that are not doing it here, we have to start doing it now. You see, because
I think the only group of people that are doing it, I think the only group of people,
they don't care for us. They care for our future. They're not even thinking about the next generation to come. So it is about time that we the Liberian, you go Echo Bank, you go UBA Bank, you go Central Bank, even you open second account when now $5,000 liberty, you put it there. You say if for them and son John Brown, you face all that paperwork, that money is there, they've been putting interest on it. The day the way Liberia, we probably can be 25, 30 years old before we finish college or sometimes high school. The moment your child finish college or high school, there's a good money there that they can start with. These are some of the things that can reduce the poverty rate in the Western world. You say, oh, the people children and the child were born with.
I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that.
We need to stick in that direction. Those that are not doing it, you need to start planning your children's future. Instead of taking that money, going to Calabar, going working on Zanzibar bar every Saturday, you go drink liquor and they put your child out of school for school fee. They graduate tomorrow from high school, college. They get no work to do. You don't even have a cent in saving for them. We have to start thinking in the
and you're right. You are saying something. We go too much into social. I don't know whether it's frustration. I don't know what really happening, but you said something about the drinking business, and it's bad because the young people who's supposed to be planning how to save, how to do this, how to do that, they are the ones that are even enjoying life instead of maybe the 50 years old person out there, the 65 years old person thinking about maybe how to go to the maybe some of the entertainment era, but now some of the young people that you will see drinking. So you're right. So we eat a feature or we eat our own research before time. And that's the fact, Brother Ali. But again, to the saving aspect, I think the reason why these things are not happening, Brother Ali, is that for us here, we don't get it that. That means the salary don't even come in time. So one way you save, which one you will save, so it's just frustrating. So I think the only group of people that can save, maybe they are the politicians.
I respectfully disagree with you. for that.
Okay.
Yes, I respectfully. Even yourself that over there now you get you get your little dollar, you get your son. Yes, sometimes like when you take your $1, when that 5 cent or 2 cent, you put it somewhere. When that 5 cent or 2 cent, you put it somewhere, you tell your wife. When you reach certain amount, let go open the account. You not going to take your whole salary, but be saving one cent, one cent in our house. When you reach 10 cent, you tell your wife, let go open the account for maiden. You be saving again when you reach another 10 cent, let go open the account for your son, your junior. You just put that money there now, it be there. A growing, because you know when you put money
My
in
man,
the
the other
bank,
thing you want to talk about,
especially
oh, you don't even know what you talk. My man,
you
you can be
see,
hungry with no food. Then he says, "Man, we go save where?
okay,
You must go back for that
mean,
money." So that even the susu, actually call these susu cash box or something, but Ali, still people even sometimes you can even go to some kind of level. People can still have, or in fact, the cash box they can still boss it. The
and
reason
this is
is
why that account may born when you open that account, you say the account for mailing till she read the bank will not allow you to do no withdraw from that account because at your dollar account. You go, you make sure you sign all the documents that my dollar account till she read 21 or 25. And even you die tomorrow, that documents are there. You see, and they will not give it to Mary till she reached the age that you said she had to reach before
all right,
they
all
got.
right, that's great. So now let's move on quickly. Emmet, yeah, my brother, good evening to you, Emmet. Thank you for joining us from Car City. Today is war. If I just read the World Press Freedom Day, but they still continue the academic activity. But Aliu, even though we have so many things to talk about, ranging from that we already started with the issue of the political jabs, the political talk, the hatred, and we already planned about so many things. How can we now reduce the noise because there's so many noise and the hatred are now becoming all of the day instead of us uh, reuniting or maybe talking about unity among our leaders. All we're seeing every day is just throwing our jobs, other uh, politicians jumping from another political party, go to another political party, throw jobs at the other end, yeah, and they're back to back. These are things we're seeing, and these things are not good because the more you make noise, like for example, the more you make noise somewhere, someone somewhere too will be having that kind of more intention, maybe to do some kind of bad thing, like for example, some of the manners. So the people who are manning gold, the people who are manning diamond, the people who are sitting here and there, because they see the noise, they say, oh, okay, people not get more attention. So all they are into is jabs, throwing your jabs, insult, accusing one another, hatred, here and there. So let's go and do whatsoever thing that we can do. So the way we see it today, all of the money business that going on today in Liberia is all based on because we are not focused. Liberians are not focused, but all of our talking, everything today is politics, hardcore politics. At the end of the day, the foreign people come here, they do whatsoever thing they want to do because Liberians are not united. But let's move quickly before we go to that. But the Liberian National Police also they are talking about the noise. They now start to exercise or in fact to enforce the EPA order of noise. They talk about entertainment places. They talk about religious area, the church, the mosques, and all the places are making noise. The noise too much in the country. So I want us to chip on that quickly. They say that your freedom to amplify sounds ends where your neighbor's peace begins. Sometimes we play music, time for people birthday party, all kinds of songs. Yeah, man. Aliu, the thing sometimes can really, really get to me, man, dear brother. You're sitting down somewhere with your children. They hear the people playing, all kinds, children birthday. Then they playing songs for club. I think police officers you gotta be all in the community and start arresting people because these things are just things that are so terrible. That's why when we listen to some of our children, Brother Aliu, when you hear them saying something, you can walk out straight because the parents, we the parents from the rural communities, the music we play, what kind of music you playing, what kind of thing you doing, how are you disturbing people? So, Brother Aliu, that's it. That's the latest news from the Liberia National Police that they will enforce the EPA regulations on loud sound disturbing communities, neighborhoods, and cities. So, what say you on that, my dear brother?
I support the Liberia National Police 100% in that Maybe right near my house there's a church building right here. I have some Liberian that even use to carry when they come and say, oh, I've met them. I say, you should be parking right to my backyard because the place can be so packed. Maybe the only time you will know that people, this is a church building, is you see cars then parking everywhere. But you don't even say hear one sound. The people preaching this and that, you be passing, say no sound. When they move out, some Nigerians took that place. We are not in peace. Buku buku buku, just they step in. The king they gave them warning. Buku buku, just they step in. They gave them another warning. Now they kick them out because they're not everybody or into religion business. People need to rest. You see, you can't just kind of be beating, jump all in a place, this and that, all kind of thing. No, other people, now everybody that Christian. You will not come for Muslim, you be yelling now everybody that Muslim. We talk that thing one time, people, oh, you supposed to be talking that this and that, all kind of thing. The same thing. People will just go, they face all kind of lating on their push. They say that nightclub and be disturbing the whole environment. People are stressed, people get other things they thinking on, and then you're just disturbing. The money they will take $1,000 to go celebrate 1-year-old child, 2-year-old child birthday party, like I saying, instead of saving that money for the child future and disturb the whole community whole net just because they celebrating 1-year-old child birthday party. People graduating from K2 another party. People graduating from 6th grade party. Now when all that money you're wasting, you should be saving this money. At the end of the day, people graduate from high school, they graduate from colleges, they say that to seriously to discuss CDC, Unity Party, ANC, CMC, whole day. Because there are people, they didn't plan their future. They were wasting money, they say they celebrating party, they step in the community. So me, I stand and I support the government in this. We said it before, I don't know if it was on the platform or either True FM or, Kings FM or Freedom. We talk about it. And I will be happy if the police can crack down on that to stop this nonsense of environmental disturbance by people that get club and other things, and also the worship center, they need to reach out to them too. You see how they can try to minimize the volume of their frequency and other things, their appliances that they're using doing Friday or prayer, doing Sunday services, all of these things they are not good. You see, so for me, I support the government 100%, and I know they are going to enforce it. This police that we have, people will go down.
Wonderful. So, yes. So let me join you, Brother Aliu. Let me welcome Philip Fokotama. Thank you for joining us. Doris Tony Thompson. Thank you also Asata Odorsing, Robert Fasolu Jacque, and Musa Faduana. Thank you so much for watching. All of you who are watching, please help us share the show. Again, Aliu, let me join you. And some of us have been saying these things, but when you say these things, people think that you hate, you want to bring religious things, you want to talk about, you want to talk against the religion, maybe the religion, you want to do this, you want to do that. Every time our people, they're finding a way. I don't even know whether they're finding the way out or what's the, because even if all we are doing today, if you go back into the Bible will tell you that go into your closet. If you want to pray to your God, do it in silent, because your God can hear. Your God is not what you may call doom, or not someone who lack of hearing. No. So we make noise. The noise we make sometimes in our community will disturb other people. Some of the people that we can disturb are people who working, they are contributing to the growth and development of the society. Some of them, they on next shift. When they go on next shift, after a while they go on to rest. Whole day for in the morning time, people be having 3 services. All the money that they are collecting for the 3 services, what are they doing to the various communities? When you ask, they get angry. Only one pastor eating everything today, the noise. Everywhere that noise. What kind of God are we serving? Are we serving a living God, or we get some God somewhere that we're serving? Because we're making noise. So for me, I support the other government 100% on this one, that the noise pollution in this country is too much. Even in our communities, let the government be able to patrol everywhere. Let people meet. No, let be able to have some civilizations. Let be able to have some sense of direction. Let know that when strange people come, let them understand that, oh yeah, these people, what? The country is quiet. If you go to the other community, no noise. Only in Africa you hear noise pollution. You see this thing happening like that. Like we are the only one that going heaven. All we want is heaven. If you ask African men today about God based, then you're going heaven. What they heaven here? We don't even know. All we know, we're going heaven. Yeah, man. So to our religious people, please, for me, I'm appealing to you people. What are you that Muslim, that Christian, that whosoever, we have to abide by the laws and be able to reduce the noise pollution. Please. Please, don't do it that way. Because the entire noise pollution is killing us. Let me frank, it's killing my brother Ali, even though Mr. Dishu is here. Let me welcome Mr. Dishu, but it's killing us on a very, very serious note. We are making noise everywhere. And so many noise we make, Brother Ali, quickly, so many noise we make the noise intentionally. That, for example, you having your late daughter, or maybe your late child birthday or graduation, something, right? Even the music we played, you play music, you play club songs for children. People dancing, the children to dancing to these things. And you say you want us to make progress. Which progress are we going to make? Maybe some kind of more training stuff on the internet about the children, some kind of children sing another song. Oh, they're coming to my mind. Many, I don't know, but many can just sing that song, you know. I don't know what a small friend it can be, or maybe they're on the internet because you're always playing with our phones. So, or they're dancing something. So the children, they are watching and they are following us. They know which of a song to play. They know how to do and how to go about with these things. Mr. Tishu, welcome.
Hello, Melbourne, and hello, Alio. And to the listening public, I say good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. The librarian, while I can finish, we will continue and we'll continue to talk and we'll continue to express our opinion about how we feel about things in Liberia. There's so much that is going on and so much that need to be discussed until the other panelists come on. We'll put ourselves together to see whether we'll be able to give our point of view on critical issues in Liberia. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Dishu. Welcome. Philip, you're too funny.
Thank you. So Philip is saying that we should make a joy. Thank you. So Philip, so when God talk about joyful noise, it means that even the community too, they should also be part of that joyful noise. That means you should cook, you should have fun, let people be able to, to help us celebrate. It's all about celebration. When they may make joyful noise, it doesn't mean that you should be disturbing. Like someone, like my brother just said, I think the song is I don't know, Che Kule or what kind of Kule. Many can sing, that's good. So these children, they get listening ear. Yeah. So good evening and thank you for watching. LRB Stars, thank you so much. And all of you, Philip, Foko, Tama, thank you, Philip. Well, Mr. Dishu, you know what say you with the noise pollution that the Liberia National Police now trying to enforce the EPA mandate? What say you?
Well, there's a lot of things that we still see that Liberia is a failed state. Because these are broken down structure or policies that they want to regain, but they don't know how to put it together. In such a case, I believe that it should have been a campaign spelled out to the people that they will be anticipating such a kind of time. But if you come out abruptly and make these kind of decisions, and the people have no other alternative, I don't think that it would sit up wise for them in giving it a good start. So I think it will be problem coming up into this what the police have put up. I think it will have future problems coming up with it.
But Mr. Dishu, that thing, I think that thing, I remember they talk about that thing. I think 3 4 months ago, I think certain part of I don't know what in January, December or January they talk about that C thing. They talk about it that people who get nightclub and all of those things they should try to lower their instrument because they disturbing. They talk about it before. I think almost when I'm mistaken, I think
Yes.
about December or
EPA,
January, the government talk about it.
yes, I
Yes, they
think
told them to try it or else then the government was going to come in with force. And like the government said, we the Liberian people, we are total. When you put fire on our bike, we can walk. So it is time now that they put fire on our bike. But the government talked about it before, I think 2 3 months or 4 months ago.
So if that happens, then I think that the government have already cautioned the people that it will be uh, future problem for them if they don't cohere to the rules that will be given out in the quest of finding the rights of both the people who have the nightclub or whoever the churches are making the noise at 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the morning. They have to give the rights to the other who are not part of you. So I think it moved in a good direction. But what I was trying to say is that they were supposed to set an awareness program in at least about 2 or 3 weeks before enforcing it. Just to waking the people up. But you just said that it happened 2 3 months ago. So probably I was not aware of it fully. But if that is what happened, then I think that government is on the right move for that. Thank you.
yes, yes, yes. Mr. Dishu, actually, I think this information is not the maybe the first time. I think this thing been coming out. Sometimes it's just about implementation. Sometimes the backlashes that you just said. Sometimes the politics we want to play. People are always afraid. Oh, elections and here and there. Because of election today, there are so many. Some of the little things that we're supposed to handle, we don't easily handle this thing because we feel that maybe the voters or maybe whosoever person will have issues, with us. So for me, I 100% agree that you just said. I back the government 100% on this one. That indeed noise pollution is bad. It's not good. We have to stop disturbing people. Like for example, if you have some big entertainment area, and that entertainment area is in some of our community, and that entertainment area will be on 24 hours, for example, then you will have the community noisy. You will have some children who are even in school that will not be able to even say that lesson just because of the noise. So, and that's bad. So, to our brother Philip, yes, it's time by time. We don't want to be all of these things. So, it's time by time. The government will take our own time on that. But, Aliu, I don't know whether you have anything to say before we.
Yeah, well, for us to go further, during our time, maybe they were soundproof.
Yes.
Even before a nightclub will be having soundproof. You're outside, you don't hear the music except when you open the door. So in latest time, just imagine in modern days, and we don't. I mean, the people building nightclub in Liberia for us soundproof and embarrassing other people. This is the pure disturbance.
Exactly. Yes, but Ali, go ahead. Anything that you want? Yeah.
That just either like we were saying, or the government talked about this a month ago, 3 or 4 months ago, as tend to be corrected. So I think people they didn't listen. So it is time that they need to enforce it to make sure that those nightclub and things. There's somebody talk about cars that are using steering. Yeah, we see this thing that happening there. Like Liberia, this thing just happened. People will be lying down in their rooms and think they know they're supposed to be to work 8 o'clock in the morning, and they will leave their houses at 7:45, and then they will be jumping on the road with siren to get people off the street. Oh, that the other minister coming. Mr. Still, you in Europe there, we that here, that nonsense will not happen. You can even be the last representative or senator or governor in the America here. When you're supposed to be to work. That nonsense don't happen here. Nobody coming, other people going to work because, oh yes, Governor Mo coming and you put your salary on free for us to be packing for you to go because you need to go to work. It don't happen here. And we get people that live in America here, in the west, other part of the world, they will see this thing. And this is why they always take that suke degree to go back Liberia, that where they abuse our people, right? Why, okay, all the people that been going back home, why have you people changed? You know you're supposed to be to where 8 o'clock in the morning, you live in Broadway, you know the traffic. Be an example. Leave your house early to make sure you be to work on time as a minister, as a director, representative, senator. But you will be like that in your horses. Then when you're ready now, you're post salary on. Your pie, the minister coming, the director coming. That's complete nonsense. That abuse of people, right? You will see this thing happening. And our people that leave from here, when they go, they don't change anything. They become worse than those that they met there. So these are some of the things.
And when you're saying you're right, because there are a lot of our people here who take some of the security lights, some of this stuff, and place them on their car. You know, look, we're just living in a very I don't even know how to even call it, but a country like, for example, today, I saw someone on video where they say, I don't know, one Zoko kill one they get, if I want to get to the because of cell phone. You see the kind of country that we live in? The police officer was holding that knife today, Brother Ali. I saw that knife, I said, what? And the guy, they always having sex with them. Some of you who are listening today, we've been calling on the government for ever so long that anytime you see these Zokos, check on them. They are potential threats to society. You see what happened today? I think they said someone around Broadway today, a lady lost her life just because of somebody want to take her phone, and she said no, she can't give the phone because the man hold the knife, and because she can't get the phone, the man have to hit her with the knife before she release the phone. So you see how fragile we are. Don't be thinking some people take it for a joke. So we gotta work on so many things. We having too many cars passing around with all kinds of sirens all on them. So all the noise pollution is not only the church or maybe the other entertainment. No, for entertainment, like Mr. Tichu said, by right, every entertainment, especially the people entertainment area, should be having soundproof. Yes, so that's soundproof. Why you want to be doing entertainment business with disturbance? It's what we having soundproof. But I enter there, I mean, I'm into entertainment area, but not for you to be disturbing other people. So government, we stand with you on this one, and we hope and pray that the Liberia National Police will do better. Don't do pick and choose. We don't want to hear that, oh, the other group of people making noise, and the other group of people not making noise, and the other kind of thing happening. No. So if you want to start today, go to the various places that you think the noise. In fact, the first place is entertainment. For the religious program, like either Friday or Sunday, or someone who can have service maybe from Monday to Sunday. Well, if you know the one, you can go to them. But start with the entertainment people. Go to them with silver money. Talk to them and tell them that yes, if you want to do your entertainment business, this is the procedure to do entertainment. If your entertainment area is outside, then have your music. Maybe you give headphone to all your customers, so by the time they go there, you be playing the music in your ear. And not all I want to hear these kind of songs that can be coming out from the entertainment area. No. So look at me with our children. Okay, so I end with that. And something I wanted to for all to look into also, Brother Aliu, how to do with the Unity Party. I think secretary, I think I'm the assistant secretary, or yeah, I mean, let me be exact. Yeah, I saw that news today that he said the reason why some of the Unity Party supporters have not been able, or maybe they are not been given job, is because quote unquote they are not qualified. They are not qualified, and that's spark up mixed reactions. We'll come to former president, we have other jobs and so forth, and we'll close up for the day. But I want us to look at this because this is job creation, and this is interesting. We use the same young people who will claim that they are not qualified for jobs. But I just want to ask first, what are their jobs and which type of job? Because we have skill and then on skill. So even if maybe not school, for example, or maybe nothing inside me in the simplest form, I can say where. So for me, I'm confused for Aliu, and thank God the issue is you people on our side. The whole job business, people not qualify, people qualify, only government job that people qualify for, certain group of people qualify, but certain group of people not qualify. What say you? I'm looking for that statement quick now, about what's your own take when it comes to the issue of job business that people, oh, Liberian not qualify, oh, the Liberian youth, they are not qualified. Let's start with
Mr. Dishi, go ahead.
Well, we have been discussing this for quite a while. Come by example of the recent case, static case that happened at the barracks when we had the Liberians that went to register and they could not even read or comprehend what was even shown them. So it's a basic, we who from back days, our fundamental carried us that most of us or most of the people they didn't have to even go to college or something like that. They are well informed. They can articulate. They can read, and they can write perfect. But the foundation of today, whereas you see what is happening that is being controlled by the greed of the administration, either the teacher, the principal, or somebody that will give some clearance to somebody that is not qualified or have not made the right mark to be promoted. And these are the things that have been embedded into the country for so long now, since after our time, because our time it was real competition. If you pay any teacher, your name will come out and your whole family name will be destroyed. So it was something that you have to be afraid to do. But nowadays, you find it that it's a means in how the children getting a different pass over, and people getting a different degrees from these colleges that don't have respect and integrity for themselves.
Well, I don't know, but yes.
That statement coming from the Secretary General of Unity Party, I say they are most chapter or what kind of
Yes,
chapters?
indeed. Most of the chapter, let me make it clear quickly. I'm there now already. So yes. So he said that the major reason that most Unity Party partisans who were in the trenches have not been given jobs is because the lack, or in fact, they lack the qualifications and over expertise. This is a problem we have identified. I mean, they already identified the problem in the chat rooms, all of their chat room and everything they eat. When you ask majority of those, you see agitating for jobs to bring their qualifications, they don't return. Amos Corey, Secretary General, Unity Party, Monserrat, chapter on Punch, breakfast show. Yeah, go ahead, Brother Ali.
Thank you. That statement is disgusting, is embarrassing, is disrespectful to the supporters of the Unity Party, those who supported President Boakai, for such a statement to come from a chapter secretary general. And it is humiliating to them. Maybe there are people we went to school together, we sat in class, I know them, they are Unity Party supporters. Some of them get BSc, some of them get masters. We were all bite to bite doing campaign time. Today they are sitting. There are people I know, 9th grade students, high school dropout, they are working in this government. For you to come and say people are not qualified when you tell them, oh, you go and bring your document, you can't see them again. That's been very disrespectful to them. That's been very, very much ungrateful to them. That statement is disgusting and it is disappointing. You don't say that. And you're able to create jobs. These are things that make people gravitate to the Unity Party. When Joseph Boakai said that giving people free education was not needed in the country, building roads, building hospitals, building parks, and the list go on. He said those things were not necessary for the country. Give Liberian people jobs. They will be able to pay their children school fee rather. They will be able to send their children to hospital and do anything. They will not be running to government officials oh, my wife in the hospital, this and that, what have you. And he promised the Liberian people that he been in government for 42 years. He get the experience. He get the international connections. The videos are there. How many more months to election we coming to have a new Liberia? That when he become president, companies upon company will be in the country. People will leave on the diaspora to go back home to where there will be surplus of work. And this is what people want. That's the bread and butter issue that people always talk about. And that's why you see the youth, some people, they went to him, they said, no, we're suffering under the other administration, no job. And today, for your Secretary General of the Mosoralo chapter to say, oh, when people come, we say, go bring your document, they can't come back. Wherein we know BSc holder people with masters, they supported the government today, they are still in the bike. When they go, they say, oh, my man, we're making space for you, we're making space for you. Because some of them, they are not blood brothers to them. Some of those girls, they refuse to lay off with them. That's why today, all the suffering. I know people that sat on table, they ate with Joseph Waka during election time. Today, they are sitting home. Even to buy $10 current to put in a meter then to their house, they are sitting home, but they used to sit on table. But the people can say political reward is not in heaven. Other people will say, you support government for you to get job. How many people get that perception that when I vote for Mr. Dishu to be a senator or representative, I was close to him? When you see me, you see Mr. Dishu. When you went to when he said you had to pass through me, that you will say, oh, Mr. Dishu will be senator, I will not be among his staffers. Or maybe one will be a president, I will not be working somewhere at least. These are some of the things. Even where everybody will now work in government, these are government cannot give everybody a job. Create the avenue. Let companies come in so your people can work. If you are not doing it, that's why you will see they will be running behind you whole day from door to door, from office to office. Where are the jobs? So that statement coming from him today, it was so embarrassing. You know how many people felt frustrated today? There are people from that statement today, they say, no, I'm done with Unity Party. 2029, they will see what we do to them. That statement alone, you know how many supporters today you broke their hand and turned their back finally to the Unity Party? This is 3 years of your administration. Those people gravitated to you because you promised job. And government cannot employ everybody. The best thing government can do is to create avenue for people to come in. You get high school job order, you get a ninth grade student there today working, making $4,000-$5,000 a month. You get people with BSc, PhD holder there, they sitting. Then you talking that kind of nonsense. That's not good.
Well, let me add up to you, my dear brother, in fact, brother Alio, and say yes, you know everything. Because, for example, I think one of the soup paste, I think, is it I don't know, the former Secretary General, right, for soup. Right now, he works at the port. So what kind of qualification in here? What kind of experience that he had? He had to work. I'm not saying.
How about Queen Johnson?
Thank you.
And then let's go on.
What kind of a country is this? Why we keep embarrassing ourselves in this form and manner in the name of politics? And let me be frank, but I didn't even
ask them for qualification when they were supporting you during election time. You have to ask them to come with a credential to see if they qualify before they support you.
I will leave you and Mr. Tishu on because we should go for the news. But again, quickly in past, let me just say this before I leave you people. This is terrible. And this is not the right way to go. Even though when I come back, I will say more because for me, the entire issue of, because these are all gossip, that what they can do behind the scene. They go into their various club set and gossips about the voters. And after that, they finish using it. I want to be telling our brothers and sisters, these politicians, you got to be very, very careful with them. They think that we're joking. Some of you, that we're hearing, they're not small. More will come. That you are not qualified. Even if I'm not educated 1 million times, that should be a little job for me to do. But I didn't leave you people. Yes, indeed. Yeah, good. Thank you. Maybe I think just say hi to me on Messenger because my WhatsApp, I get a serious problem so that I can send you the link. Please just say hi to me on Messenger. All right. So,
Ario,
for a little time.
Ario, I think we should continue because Did you, I sent you a tip on your messenger. I think it was on OKFM with somebody discussing about Limbu. It's a special movement group that will be able to push Joseph Boca for 2029. Did you get that?
Let me see here. I see where they got me here and the former
Oh,
senator.
yeah. You hear the discussion that a lot of questions were posed to him that if Joseph Boga don't run, what's going to happen, all of that. Anyway, it's a group of Lothians that have put themselves together
Mm-hmm.
uh, uh, in recognition of pushing the president agenda, as it said, and hoping to support the presidency of the president also for 2029. What I find disturbing about that is that we have been talking about nepotism, we have been talking about tribalism and all of that. But that signifies to the highest degree that the people from Lofa, the Lofians, are trying to put themselves into the quest of not being talked about, to the fact that they're forming this particular group to push Joseph Boga, who is from Lofa. All of those executives in the Senate and in the representative, they have formed themselves to put themselves as part of this particular group. Now, what do you think about it? Because I see it being, I see it not being in the right direction. What do you think about it?
Mr. Dishu, most of the time Joseph Waka will come and tell you, say, oh, I'm not thinking about 2029. I'm thinking about I'm in power right now, thinking on what to do to transform this country. And this is why he will tell you. But from the day that Joseph Waka asked Liberians to give him time, uh, for me, in my mind, I knew that he already accepted that he had failed for the first 6 years. Because you can be president, you get one for 2 years, you get 4 more years, and you're asking for time. What time are you asking for? And to see people putting themselves together, this is just a tear of this administration to see how well they can push for the president re-election by 2029. And you see senators and other representatives, they are trying to be part of this. Those people know already feel, and there is nothing they can do. So they only preparing themselves now for the next election 2029. And this whole issue about printing money, like I said, is all about trying to save money now for their 2029 election. That's all. So this is so disgusting at that time. Instead of people thinking how to put this government feet to the fire, and then they are there putting group together to see how they can push the president agenda 2029 and bunch of Lufians or that's not good. But President Baka, he's going to, when he hear about that, he's going to put money into it, he's going to embrace them. And when he come out on the surface, he will say, my focus is not on 2029. That's why I don't fall for his rhetorics, because everything he says is just rhetoric all the time. He don't say the truth in anything. So that's not good. It is so early to see people forming this kind of group, and you see senators are going to be part of it instead of them even saying no, it is not time for this. But that's Liberia for us. The Joseph Waka control the entire country, all the branches of government now. And when those kind of things happening, you say, oh my man, you need to be part of that thing, you need to be part of that thing. And everybody they are yes to the president. Welcome, Mr. Kone.
Hey, Ali. How you doing, man? Let me say good afternoon, my dear brother Deshil. Mavon, good afternoon. And good afternoon to the followers and the listeners, man.
I posted it out just now, and I want you to see what you can give me in the feedback on that. The same thing that Ali was trying to rest on about this particular group called Limo, formed by the Lofians. And I think I sent it to you also on OKFM. They were discussing that he one of those, a lawyer, that part of this particular government, but they have put themselves into a particular group, a tribal group that will be able to push the president agenda. When they push him against the wall, he said that, also to push him as president, because he have forgotten that the standard, that the head of this particular group, which is Tamafala, I already stated that this particular mission was to make sure that Joe Parker go back into office 2029. They already have the headquarters there in Lofa. And he was asked about who are all members. He said all the members are people in the House of Representatives, people in the Senate, and all other Lofians. They asked them how they're going to get their money. They said they're going to be making contribution, all of that. So what do you think about that? You don't think it's tribalism being formed to concord to rule Liberia?
Well, my brother, again, let me say it's great to be here and fascinating discussion. You know, if a man tells you who he is, you definitely try to believe him. No need to argue it. The issue about tribalism is heavily practiced by this president already, to the point that he removed the likes of Dubanya and replaced him with his niece. A court told him to put Dubanya back to work and pay him, give him back pay. He never honored the court. So the records are there. His nephew is the Internal Affairs Minister. That's nepotism. When it comes to the tribalism, look how dominated Lufa County is in the government. You know, this is the reason why sometimes when people come on these platforms and they say, oh, you know, you're critical of the government, why are you so critical and this and that? And then sometimes people tend to inadvertently become like the silent, oh, they defended this particular past government and so on and so forth. But you got to do the comparative analysis, my brother. When George Weah was president of that country, the southeastern part of that country got 6 counties. But yesterday they portrayed George Weah as being a tribalist. When in fact, those 6 counties got different tribes. They got Grebo, they got Kru, they got Sapo, they got different tribes, Basa and everything, Mandingos and everything. But they portrayed his government like that. He never, under his watch, contemplated even forming such a tribal group, because I would call this thing a tribal group. This is nothing a political, this is a tribal group to practice tribalism. That's
Right.
it.
You're right.
And to that point, that was never practiced under George Weah. Look up somebody like Samuel Tuet. Samuel Tuet at Grebo, you're not crew man from George Weah County. Or look at even when they appointed the Associate Justice, Yusuf Kaba. Now, I didn't ever grant you that. You understand me? Look at the likes of the former public work minister, Ruth Coker Collins, the Bassa woman. But they off on that because from the River State Bell, the southeastern counties there. But they portray the government as a southeastern government. I mean, how they call it? A crew government and so on and so forth. So I'm just trying to state those things that, my brother, is a bad thing. Look, we have watched this movie before. Samuel Doe government. I mean, obviously you experienced that. Maybe Mabel might have been young or so, but the Doe governments were predominantly crime. It had a negative effect on that government, to the point that I used to go into some offices during the Doe era. It was all crime. People were speaking crime in all of the offices almost.
That was coming to the ending part of his.
Yeah.
Because
I'm
that was demonstrated before.
I'm just saying that some of the things that led to
Before it was multicultural, you have different groups.
It becomes a multiplier effect on issues, and you understand. That's why I'm just trying to portray those things. So to come or talk about Nembo is funded by Thomas Fala, and Thomas Fala's interest has been protected. Now Thomas Fala is a rich man in Liberia, a guy that was selling in the market over there. But a CDC government allowed him to be from 2005 up to today's date to be a lawmaker. They voted for him overwhelmingly. They followed him in Foya, fought for him. People died for him in Foya. But because he has a tribal man as a president, he had decided to form a group to align through that tribal lineage. And I see all people talk about, oh, these honorable father. Typical example, even the lawmakers for Lofa County that was sedition, Thomas Farah convinced and persuaded them to join him. Like the likes of how you call it, what the guy named Poto, even the lady from now Lofa ended towards the representative. All of them they have followed suit. They are telling you that this is the government, it should be a Lofa thing. Come rain or shine. Even if Joe Barker is lying on his bed. I mean, pray tell me, by 2029, Joseph Barker is going to be 85 or 86 years old.
Yeah.
The man is at this age right now. Things are not coherent. And you're telling us that the Liberian people should settle down for such a situation come 2029. So this is the thing that they are driving home, that we must consolidate power. Come bring a shine. The Gisi people must hold on to power. I mean, just imagine like a Thomas Fala driving this kind of thing. A Gisi man. What are you going to tell me if you say that tribalism and you get a problem with it? It's strictly tribalism. That's what I wanted to point out, my brother.
Yeah, but the next one I wanted to hear from you, your opinion on is that, well, what being discussed, what we are discussing right now.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think that it's a fear of Tamafara group being tackled with the UP, know very well that he is not a European, and coming in this election or coming to the next election.
The thing about it is that Fala is trying to do everything, because I tell you what, he would never fit in the realm of UP politics.
Yeah.
He would never. So to ingratiate himself, to fit into the politics of Joseph Boakai, he will go beyond and above to do anything. Because mind you, Thomas Farah don't want to be prosecuted. That's one. Two, Thomas Farah got businesses in all of these companies in Liberia, the construction companies.
Yeah.
He don't want the business to be destroyed. That's the reason. Because I tell you what, that's why he and Sir Joseph are doing what they are doing today. Because Sir Joseph got all his buses and trucks in Nima County there, and of course in the other construction areas. So they're doing everything to be in the good graces of Joseph Boakai. You understand? So he would do anything that would portray him as 100% in solidarity with Joseph Boakai. That's why you see he had to form his own coup. He cannot bravely go and knock his chest to say, "Oh, I've decided to join United Party today," because you know he would not fit in United Party politics.
Yeah. Another thing that I heard also was that he might want to run for the Senate position, but that position have been given to
no, forget it. He's not going to contest it.
To the president nephew.
No. It's going to be Brani Samuka. That's the reason why they entrusting Brani Samuka with the whole yellow mission thing to financially empower him more and more, and for him to be consolidated over there. So it's going to be Brani Samuka United Party ticket. So Thomas Farah cannot venture in that. The only thing that's going to happen if Thomas Farah threat is Francis Gimalin. Because mind you, that was Francis Gimalin's seat.
Yeah.
That he defeated him. So that would be the only major threat. That is up to between now and 2029, depending on how their politics is going to be like. But that's his only threat for him. So that Senate, forget it. He's not going to even contemplate on it.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Because did you get the message from Milton Teddy convincing the people on what he said about the senator that is there now?
Man, look, let TJ go find a place to sit down. This guy.
I said,
These guys have become so irritating. TJ, your whole life have been surrounding government job. If you can't get government job, nothing else you get to offer Liberia. You have been around the interim government, Mr. Taylor government, Ellen government, every government that kind of power, you must be part of it. Come on, man.
Ain't got nothing to show for you.
The followers that you get, when are they going to be empowered? They may represent your senator. From there, he decided just to be around government power. He decided to be superintendent. You want to come back to Senate again, man. And then go find a place to sit down.
The problem that why you were saying most of the people there, oh, George Weah government was Southeast government, like you just said, the Southeast is made out of 6 counties. But today, see the amount of people that are working in this government from Lofa, about 32 government officials from Lofa County, and out of that 32, I think about 80% of them are Soso Kisi.
Yeah.
You see, Lofa is just one county. So how will you take 32 government officials, people who are working in key governmental positions from one county? And even during the George Weah administration, I don't think I stand to be corrected that we had that X amount of people, like 32 people from Southeast, every one of them working in the government with key position. You see? So Thomas Fala, Thomas Fala know he no longer, that CDC made those guys. And now they are no longer with the CDC. The United Party, they are good at using you and dashing you. He just there now, they really trust him, but Joseph Baka know once Thomas Salah is there, he can use him and then do whatsoever he want to do in a legislature, because people like Kuhn, they are just puppet over there. Thomas Salah running the show, you see. So Joseph Waka just using Fala over there. That's all. And how they get all those other people hair burning down, they use it there anyhow. But they are not going to trust him. So he had to form his own group, just like that. Because they will not have that. If George Weah can build you up and you betray him like that, who will be in their right mind? No, but just that for me, I don't trust people like that. And this is Zopeno. You see Zopeno today going all coming down in Grand Jire. Since CDC expel him, that now he tries so hard. He up and down in Grand Jire, but before he was relaxed because they know how they came to where they are today. CDC vote one, vote all, that why get them to where they are. But that's
quickly 30 seconds, we back after the news break. Mr. Dishu, that was what I wanted to say before chipping in on that discussion. What people are talking about, then we move on. Yeah, but go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to bring a talking point out again for AB and Ali.
No, I come in, Mr. Dishu. I think we've been talking about other stuff. That was not maybe get everything out of the way. But again, I come in. Let me just chip in quickly. I don't know who's all right. Yeah. So to that, I sit back quietly and I was listening to you people behind the scene, talking about the politicians, because that one we really plan to be talking about today, Mr. Tishu, about the way we do politics, the way we behave, and at the end of the day, sometimes when we reach to a certain level, then we find our way out from some of this system, and we leave the system vulnerable. We leave the system to even struggle. And at the end of the day, we say, oh, yeah, it's politics, it may can be one era, so the person have to go. So to that, yes, I heard about Milton Teji. I think maybe one of these days, maybe we'll have time for most of the old politicians and see how best to discuss them to see what kind of impact that they are made, that they want to come back, or maybe that they want to continue with. Yeah. So, as you may call, Ali talk about Thomas Farah, yes, indeed. Quickly, what I wanted to say was, a friend of mine who was a strong supporter of the Unity Party, and he said to me, Mabon, for me, I just given into party politics, or in fact supporting people, supporting politicians. Because we always stood up, we said CDC was terrible, CDC government was bad, CDC was corrupt here and there, Thomas Farah and all of that, they're all bad. So how come today Thomas Farah, or in fact, how come today we came to power and we make Thomas Farah as our best friend? So that don't prove to us that in fact I will not serious. So for me, I give up and I don't want to be talking anymore about politics, or in fact anything that have to do with liberal politics. So I'm just trying to just patch through with this, how frustrated some people are, the way our politicians behave, the way they do things, because this government come to power with the mindset of doing the right thing, arresting all of you corrupt group of people, allegedly who are corrupt and so forth, who make the system to look terrible. How come today, like Ali said, you are not downing and whining with Thomas Farah? Thomas Farah yesterday, who you claim was criminal, today It's the same Thomas Father man today that you are now working with. So what kind of system are we building? Are we very serious to build anything? Are we very serious to change anything? But also, these are things for some of us, when we see the politician and behavior, we know very well that in fact that we are going nowhere. So I just wanted to make that point clear for, and some of our people who've been maybe listening to us, AB2 just joining us. AB, we started with the sound pollution, and we also talk about the Unity Party Secretary General talking about no, in fact, young people, especially the Unity Party partisans, that they are not qualified and all this kind of thing. So I don't know whether you people talk about that or whether you talk about that.
Well, the thing about it, the two topics, I just didn't want to take you guys back, but maybe in the United States here, when it comes to public disturbance, regardless of it be a religious thing or whatever it is, even if people are doing something in the public, there are a few things you have to do. Like in your community, you speak to your neighbors, asking that, oh, maybe I'm having a cookout to my place, XYZ, from so and so time to so and so time. You give them time frame. Even in the park, maybe in the United States, there, those parks, you will have to ask for a certain time. You'll be there up to maybe 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock and you shut it down. I don't care what you do. I don't care how much money you pay. So is the case with the public places that people go rent, maybe for marriage or for party and so on and so forth. Maybe you operate it up to a certain time.
Mm-hmm.
By the time that time comes, you see either somebody come and they put the lights on or they call your attention. Oh man, you got to leave from here by 1 o'clock. You got to leave from here by 12 o'clock. If you don't do that, the deposit that you put in there, they're going to take some of your money for that reason. That's how much you control these things. Sometimes you see police cars coming in the neighboring area, trying to call your attention that, hey, look, it's about time for you to leave from here. So that endless disturbance, you go to the party, just play music loudly and so forth, or even though one can be passing about, buy your mini here, your this and that. That thing is very, very annoying, man. I think it causes a lot of noise. Whenever I visit Liberia, and the community, man, mini day for I can call
the
it
microphones. Yeah, you're right though. The microphones are all all around.
I used to be like, what? You in the face, them and then their voice can jump up.
Very last. Some of them will be around a neighborhood up to 12 o'clock at night. They say yelling on that thing.
Yeah.
And you understand? So those things have to be regulated. But the problem there is that it should be properly coordinated. And not just be passed around, just beat on people and this and that, all that kind of thing. You can put law into place. You don't have to brutalize people for those things. Just put the proper mechanism in place, and I'm pretty sure people will follow it one way or the other. Yes, sometimes you can be a little bit harsh on it, but you have to make sure that it's regulated properly. Now, when it comes to this guy, yes, that spoke, I think the Secretary General from this Labour Party guy, I think he spoke. I mean, he was insensitive. That's being insensitive. Politically, it caused his party a lot of problems. I don't know how much they're going to reprimand him for that, but he caused his party a lot of problems. Because, mind you, if you have a population that is predominantly illiterate or semi-illiterate, to use a kind of utterances, even in the United States, not everybody get a degree at Mayborn. But they got the informal sector.
Okay, good.
They got the informal sector and they got the formal sector. But again, as a government, you got to be in a position to make those things available. Government of Liberia, the largest employer of the country, I think they employ around 60,000. Obviously, the government cannot employ everybody. And you have a population of almost 6 million people. Factor that in. Obviously, not everybody going to come to government for job. So that's why I say he was insensitive. He didn't even calculate properly, because definitely there is no way the government, any government of Liberia can employ everybody. But you got to create the avenue. But you're not doing it. How many companies have you brought in the country? You're not creating an avenue. Even the people that are in the informal sector, people that are self-employed, you are depriving all of them, driving them from the street. You're breaking them their businesses. Police brutalizing them every day in the even if you got self-employed to sustain a family, you're running behind it all in the street. And for you to come talk about, oh, the people want to bring a resume and XYZ. Even some of your government officials, what resume they got? Let's be honest here. Even the president.
You get high school dropout as senator, representative. What you want to say? Come on,
Yeah.
man.
Even the president of the republic got a bachelor degree. So what are you going to say? What resume you talking about here? The guy you're talking about, Yusuf Kamara. He was over there running soup. Oh, they used to be very combative over there.
Yeah.
They used to be beating. Even Joe Howard went over there. Yusuf Kamara, the instrumental in humiliating a woman at the University of Liberia. Immediately he graduated because a Unity Party supporter, they gave him a lucrative job at the Port Authority. What the experience he took there? What port management experience he took there? Nothing. Queen Johnson and passing around, he gave them lucrative positions. So to can't talk about people not qualified. What are you doing to make them qualify? Are you giving them skill training for anything so that they will fit in society? You're not creating an environment for that. So that's the insensitivity. But again, they use those people as vehicles and they dump them. Even if you're not doing anything for the person, don't stay in their face like that. Oh yeah, you're not qualified.
And to that, about AB, thank you. I think these are some of the gossips. Sometimes they do these things behind the scene. Sometimes they do pick and choose. Sometimes they do all kinds of things behind the scene. And they tell our people that you just said, my brother, they will tell them to bring certain qualification. Somebody, for example, maybe you have vacancy, maybe for driver. Why are you requesting for BSc to do what?
But maybe this is what a lot of the guys doing. They're swapping positions. If Mayborn is here as a director to get his family member or his close confidant or his concubine or somebody to position, I'll tell Mayborn, my man, they want to come and see you, the person that calling, I'm my little brother here. So you say I want a little brother to me, I'll send my own to you, and you give me, the chief of staff position in your office or the office manager or some kind of position. That's the thing they're incorporating. So it's all about themselves. And this is the reason why sometimes I tell people you got to do comparative analysis, Mayborn. Nobody had Trump and blowing the trumpet for a particular government, but you got to look at past history. You had a president, George Weah, even his children. His first son his junior is an adult that could hold do any job in that country. But he never even allowed him to even speak in public. He used to talk about to get involved in a government thing. He never brought that around there. They encouraged it. His daughter's over there, the daughter here in college and everything. He never encouraged them. When his son, I call the boy, the other one that played the football, when he used to leave from here, he go to Liberia. Sometimes he just go in the community, identify with the underprivileged and this and that. He go by his business. He had nothing to do with politics over there. But yesterday the portrayal is, the man got some Eastern government. You know how his brother.
That thing you're talking, how will your father be living on loan to survive and he become president? Then you want to sit there? It is time for yourself to come and get your own money.
Well, but the thing about it is
George Weah was broke. But why when he became president as a broke man, they didn't incorporate all the children to come work and get their own money? Yeah. That's how a broke man does.
Yeah. So quickly in passing before we go to the line, I want to hear from you people with these jobs, throwing your jobs, talks and so forth are coming out, and sometimes these are all reality. Like I just in fact, like I said from the beginning of the show, that sometimes when people make some impact in your life, the way you treat them, sometimes when they come out, they have nothing else to say about the job, say what they want to say. So every time when former president, we are sometimes go to places, they're always speaking, talking, some of the way people treating him, he been very good to people, but at the end of the day, he pay him back with all kinds of maybe behavior or so forth. And he said that yesterday on Sunday, that indeed, in fact, he called almost even the media, the other group of people, he called everybody, including our current president. And I guess you all followed everything yesterday. So let me hear from Mr. Tishu first. Mr. Tishu, what say you as owe him when it comes to the way we do politics, the jobs, the insult, and some of them maybe the ingredient, the way we behave?
Yeah, a lot of people coming from your end, Mayborn. Check it out. Well, what I would say is that the propaganda that is being played, they have to be played with some facts backing it. Uh, President, we have from my observation, I would believe, I would think that the comment made by President Weah was something that he picked up from what the President Boca has said about him. In that situation, whatever Boca said and whatever Joe Weah said, we should do fact finding to find who the real liars are. George, we are talking about the time that he came when he was playing football in Monaco. He bought buses for the University of Liberia. And he made other references, and we should do fact checking on that. But the point is that they asked what Joe Barker had done for his own people before becoming president. He only worked for the government, and we were being paid by the taxpayers' money. But when George Weah was at Monaco, it was not taxpayers' money, it was his talent money that gave him the money to contribute freely with a heart towards a project in Liberia that was in dire need. So the back and forth of these different rhetorics is being backed up by the supporters. These are the supporters that are making claims to these different rhetorics and trying to rectify in one way or the other. But I would say that with all the trying they have been doing on the different social media, backing each other up, different groups will come and back the president up, different group will back Joe Weah up. I believe that it is time that the leaders should be able to get together, take away the ego. Like, bro, it's just one country. We're not even 10 million. We live about 5 or 6 million people. And we're acting like we're about 100 or something million people. We're so divided to the point that we cannot even meet. Everybody in Liberia has some kind of link, some kind of family link or some friendship link. And that is a total failure of all the governments that have been coming in that have not put us together as one. Politics have overrun Liberia. There's nothing good you can talk right now in Liberia without adding politics in it. So that means the fabric of communication is being damaged. You will only hear the rhetoric part of the political part of it, but the good side of it, it will always be argued, and no, it will never come to a consensus of it being good to share for Liberian people. So this is a serious problem, Mabel, and I think that we're in a long haul for until 2029.
Wonderful, Mr. Tishu. You said everything. But Ali, what say you quickly before we go? Then we'll go to our AB, then we'll go to our people to hear from them.
Yeah, Mr. Connor, go ahead. I'll be the last.
Okay, maybe with regards to what my brother was saying right now about things that people have done. Look, listen, even in the good books that you read, I've been made to understand. Obviously I'm a Muslim, but I've been made to understand that Jesus Christ fed the hungry, right? And he talked about it, right? Or it was mentioned that indeed he went there. Oh, he did it for the people. Now, if you continue to tell Ali, what you not do for the people? All the money you have, what you're doing, what did you do? Every day you sing that song, baby. You think Ali will be forced to tell you, Mama, I did it for you, or I did it before? Look, listen. This is the situation. Like my dear brother stated this year. I was at the University of Liberia back in the early 90s or something, when George was simply active football. He had a scholarship scheme on our university. All the people that were struggling over there benefited from some of those things. Because, early was such that everybody that got scholarship scheme there, they will publish it, they will post it on the wall. I don't know whether they're still doing that, because I've been over there for a long time. They will post it, and students will go there on the thing and apply. I never saw one for Joseph Boga on that campus. Politics aside, I never saw it. I saw that for so many other politicians, be it the Brodsky or be it the whoever, they were there. George Weah provided bus. This, I don't know how you can call it, that yellow bus in Liberia, you can call it painkiller or what. Something like that, right? Yeah, that's good to me. At the time, right after the war, that man provided the buses. He even had it was inscripted on it, donated by George Weah. He used to tell students all around the place over there at the University of Liberia. So, I mean, nobody here blowing to say you come and blow the trumpet on those things there. But those are even the likes of Magay, the Tour, and other people, a lot, even the very more Ali, that all you're talking about. Some of them benefited from the George Weah scholarship at the university. So if he mentioned that, and then when he talk about Mabon, if you tend to appreciate people, people will reciprocate in that way. But if you tell them, oh, you have all your money, what did you do for the people? And I tell you about, oh man, I spent some of the money on you too. You're not talking about it to say that he had it. If you don't say it, who is going to say it for him? He's the evidence. he even says it. So that's why I'm mentioning these things, that you do comparative analysis. Even Mr. Taylor, when Mr. Taylor was president, there was a group at the University of Liberia that they used to call them, what was the name? And then those are students that were heavily supporting the NPP and PFL. They were on a scholarship at a university. And you understand? So those things happen. Leaders did those things at the university there. So people will mention those things there. It's unfortunate that sometimes people are, oh, Mutai Yen this, Mutai Yen that. But you're telling them, you're not even appreciating the man, what the man did.
All right. Thank you. Yes. But
Okay, thank you, Bible. You know this thing here, because I don't know for you in the Bible, but even the Quran talk about it. Ungrateful people, God cannot bless them. Yes, whenever somebody does good for you, do anything for you, you should be grateful, no matter why I don't care how you hate that person. Maybe if you can do 100 bad to me, and you do one good for me, if I can just think about only those 100 bad you did to me, and I don't appreciate that one good, one take it to be anything, God is not going to bless me. It's bad to be ungrateful. Like Josh Weah, when Josh Weah was not even thinking about coming to government, you were passing around playing your football and things. That man impacted the lives of so many Liberians, from Dispatchian to Dispatchian, all over, even in Liberia. Like the scholarship they're talking about, you go on social media now, people posting those buses donated by King Weah. You see, let Joseph Boakai show one record that he impacted the lives of Liberians in our country all the years in working government. And these are things when you talk, and then they will be coming, they'll be talking this and that. The records are there. You cannot compete with this man. Forget about him and think about governing. You see, Madam Sedi, when opposition used to be going or coming down, she know her focus was to come and lead the country. So she told her officials, your focus on what we are here to do. Josh Weah did the sitting when he took over. His government officials, they want to be answering to opposition. He said no. He put them in check immediately. They were not paying attention to opposition. Why can't this government do the same thing? Instead, the moment Josh Weah thought, you will see all government officials who did the right thing, they doing this, they doing that. Daniel Sano, the president's statement is irresponsible, is reckless. You are more irresponsible. Daniel Sano, to be working in government, this is 3 years now. You can't even declare your asset to the Liberian people. When you working there, Joseph Boakai keeping you there. Is that not irresponsible? That's not disgusting? Last name, Babon, few months back, I was driving coming home. I stopped somewhere called Ahab for me to get something there to be eating while driving going home. I was on the phone. As soon as when I put in my order, the guy, because I was on the phone, he said, where you from? I said, Liberia. Oh, Josh Weah. That guy now, he forget, said that he's supposed to give my food. That Josh Weah, he's a great leader. He's a good man. He's so nice doing the work. He used to go visiting his people. That guy was just talking about Josh Weah, talking about this man. I asked him, where are you from? He said he's from Jordan. This is the kind of person we're talking about. The records are there. People knowing all in the world to be a humanitarian or man with kind heart. So like I can't be doing something for you, Mabon, and then you always want to put me on the spotlight. What have you done for Liberia? What have you done for people? if you keep pushing me, I will make people to know what I had done for you. Even the one supposed to say it, but you can keep making me to look stupid out there that people only like you and you Masale and he had done nothing to impact nobody's life.
All right. So let's go to the line to hear from our people. Those of you who are listening, our followers this evening. Again, as usual, the number is 0770203125. Please, 1 minute at least per call, so that we can get other people. Hello to this first caller. Good evening.
Yeah, Mayborn, good evening.
Yep.
My name is Jeremiah Shiawe. I joined the platform for question number 6. You know, Mayborn, the common people say when they teach you why it's just white, no matter what you do. You know, the current president, sorry to say, is ungrateful. Then he's not the kind of leader that can unite people. I can remember 2017, 18 when former President we have won the election. President we have visited our current president at his residence.
I think we have that video. We'll also play that video. You're right. Go ahead.
He spent over 2 hours in his living room. They were discussing, I guess they were discussing something about this country. Since the Pape won the election, the man who spent for the someone year and some of all following in the second round because of his experience, saying he won, he took over. When last you ever heard in the media space, when last you ever heard President Bakay paid a phone call to Wia? Not a single day. The only thing you can hear from people that Daniel Sano there that will be ringing insult at the former president. And some of our president I was telling you 1998 that someone dog or nobody knew beside his family. That because of George we have to date someone father become multi-millionaire. Someone father they all can stand now and be talking to George, telling him to not know, to not waste his time, to not do that. That being very ungrateful. So when you do that kind of thing, somebody then the person will come back to remind you that before those things started happening, before I even get to president, I was doing XYZ for Liberian.
All right. Thank you so much, my dear brother. To this caller, quickly. Good evening. Yes, go ahead.
The issue of the buying budget for important students those days we were here. It's short and was so strong to see our room. Some of the guys that are running on Facebook they come out as some of them were not because of those crimes. They didn't even see the war. But in fact, some of those people that president we are kept yesterday, and some of them were some of the things that they added because of on the water. So you see, there's the kind of situation with president we are seeing. There's so many things to work on yet that there was nobody left for me but to be able to give. They are 20 people, but they are at the end of the day, the people will send you. They just are so enough there. My father here, I have people, but those are some of us that was doing what they really do. Wow, but I think some of us are
all right. Thank you so much, my dear brother. The way we treat people who can maybe helpful to us. I don't know, but to this caller, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. This is Shane. We are calling from Grand Basha.
Yeah, go ahead, Chief.
Yeah, I wonder really the Secretary General for the United Party. What he said, really, I don't know. What the job that the United Party led government has provided to the citizens and even to their own politicians, they say intelligence they are not competent. It's not ungrateful. Somebody that put in power to make a life to be better, very intelligent, not qualified for a job.
But in case you're not qualified, in case you're not qualified, maybe they're looking for PhD, maybe they're looking for PhD holder or maybe doctorate degree or something or something you may call, and you don't get it. All right, thank you so much. To this caller, quickly, good evening. Yes, my brother, go ahead.
I think the Secretary General for most other branch of the United Party has apologized to us on the air, and then he realized last day and then he came back and apologized. He was even further to another apology for money at point that. That said, I think former President Weah is the most ungrateful and human beings on this planet. Those spend a lot of money, people money behind him. And then what happened is then what did he do?
Who will have people money? Hello? Hello, who have people money?
Did I remember money? Those stuff and those was in power. He invented hugely into the Lufthansa where Joe Weah was captain at the time. So he spent huge amount of money on Joe Weah.
Hello. So the Lufthansa money were given to Weah or were given to other Lufthansa?
I said part of it was used for his training.
All right.
Huge investment was on him, on the national team that he benefited from other people.
All right.
And then he let down the first person and first lady. So that was a prisoner on his part.
All right.
Let him keep quiet.
All right. So this caller, quickly, we even go to the WhatsApp line and take call from there. Hello?
Yeah, good evening, Mabel, and put you into your panelist.
Yeah, go ahead.
President Banato was there. He had to pass 100,000 job for the Liberian people so that people start pretending that no job, and I get job, start pretending.
The people said that people not qualify. That's what they say. They say the people not qualify.
The former president for being sending to these people who are ungrateful. If you get that one, he can tell the brother the one that came out now never came out. So those who never came out now, people who are the president Blanca, former father, Joseph Kandabara, former minister of Union School, they're all part of the now ungrateful liberty that never came out to appreciate what Jesus did for them, what John did out done for them. So we have two people that Joseph from refugee camp, in society, put us at Joseph who was very plain, one with this president.
Sir Joseph was selling playing or from refugee camp or a Tomo Fala. All right. Well, the way we treat people after when they finish investing in us, then we give anyway. Hello to this caller. Good evening.
Thank you. Let me say good evening to you and to the panelists. Let me say happy Pride Freedom Day to you guys. Whether you're getting your freedom or not, it's what we don't know. This is Edward Carr, and I'm not the concern Liberian for justice. You know, the statement made by the Federal General, those who are in the opposition, we have no face to fry in it. What we can say today is that the vote that you gave, the day that you gave the people who were not 2017, that's what you got. They are now over the qualified, so they are looking for qualified people. Okay, so 2029 come, you can make your next decision. This is what we are saying. The Unity Party guys are the ones that destroy Unity Party changes, not the opposition. When we say they are looking, all of these things that you are doing, all of these statements that you are making, they have a serious impact on you, but you will not know until when you get into 2029, when October 10, after 7 o'clock, when results are coming in, before you know that some of the statements that you are making is the results that are coming in. So, the president, we are in this clear. No, the ungratefulness of the world president, we are enjoying 4 years. Okay? You can't make the president Blanca, the Dengue, the vice presidency at the time, you think if there was some up or ruling establishment knowing fully where that president would have Blanca at the time would have been opposition to his second term, you think he would have ever made any effort to flew in and brought for treatment?
All right.
What did he do?
Anyway, thank you. Let me go to the WhatsApp line. I think the way we're treating people, the way we're paying people back, that people will be afraid of even making impact in our lives because all of them, we just say, oh, the politics, you know, the other person do their one. So let me see. I want to call somebody. Yeah, let me see that. So many WhatsApp line, Ben. If I call us here and there, please let me take somebody, a few callers from the WhatsApp line quickly. I will come back to you here in Liberia, please. Yeah, okay. So we have the caller. We have our brother. My dear brother, good evening, and thank you for joining us.
Hey, Melbourne, how are you? Good evening.
Yeah, go ahead, my brother. Get me.
Actually, I wanted to say something about what
I know that what the other guy named Simple, right?
No, Ali will have Kone, and we have Mr. Dishu. Okay, Ali, go ahead.
No, not Ali, but Kone.
Okay.
Kone said Samuel Kedo government was dominated by the Crown people. That's not true. Most of our people, when they come on the panel, let them say the exact thing that happened. PRC government was made of military people and Joe Walker. After 1985, actually, I was born 19. But the history, when you go back into history, after when you are born, sir? No, I said when you were born. Of people with our portfolio. One guys like Peter Nyanse Flower, deputy at presidential affairs. So let him come and tell the rich that Samuel Kedo in a country, a lot of people like him. But let him come and say the real truth. And maybe I want to hold that debate with a big brother. Because we need to put fact things. Come on national radio, and just say things.
All right.
Samuel Kedo was the president 10 years he left. But Samuel Kedo was the governor of
yeah, myself, I had to check that because I don't really hear anything about nepotism, maybe from the old time, but anyway, we check.
Maybe before I go, I beg you. Hold on, maybe before you go, because you would not be on. Maybe hold on now, sir. Before you go, maybe can you tell the man to hold on a little bit? Maybe.
All right, thank you, my dear brother. We'll take you another time on this, but let me take
maybe, listen, I wanted to clarify something before the man goes, but anyway.
You okay? Thank God for life.
Maybe we're not listening to you. So that way you rebuttal it.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead. We're listening to you. Go ahead.
Okay, I just want to interject on 1 or 2 words with regards to what is said about Joe Weah. To be very frank, many Liberians are very ungrateful, not only the Liberians. Because the Bible says if you cannot be appreciated, if you cannot recognize somebody's kindness, then you are in grace. So I'm not but it did a lot for some Liberians, especially those who were on different kind of refugee camps. And moreover, with regards to what they talk about the buses, he bought buses out of the winners back then were not at the University of Liberia, but he donated buses to the University of Liberia. And John Weah have been there, he has done his part for the society. I mean, he's a great to young people, especially when it comes to education. But what have some of our former leaders have done? Some of those people who question his ability or what he has done for the country. Cannot be ungrateful to such a president. So that's what I just have to say, brother.
All right. Thank you, my dear brother. We had to go no more time, please. We sincerely apologize to all of you, those of you who try calling in back to back. No time already. We will be here with you on tomorrow. But Mr. Dishu and Brother Aliu, please, that close on and please let us have the time so that we all will be able to have our closing on the radio before going home. So I don't know, we can start with you, Mr. Dishu. What's the feedback from the chorus? Listen to Liberians.
Well, I would say it was good to hear the people's view because we are here to give them what we think, and they're supposed to give us a feedback and how they feel about things. So nobody is right. The callers always will bring up what they feel and their opinion. So we who are panelists will just have to be able to coincide with what they're saying. If any correction or rebuttal that have to be made, I think we'll be able to do it. When the man was accusing Abraham was calling you for him to rebuttal while the man was on air. But he didn't get that chance, but he will be able to express himself. Well, for the coming week, I would suggest Melbourne. I will call you. I can't do that publicly. I will call you and give you
Thank
my
you.
suggestion.
All
Thank
right,
you.
thank you, Mr. Tishu. Yes, let's move to Brother AB. Yeah, Brother AB, sorry, or maybe I think the phone was a little bit disconnected.
Listen, Mabel, again, let me say thanks to the callers. You know, when you're picking out the calls, I was trying to call you so that the guy could remain on the line to correct you. And
Yes,
I think he talked about his age, but apparently you never heard. Listen, it's unfortunate that people. I didn't come here to attack some of those government, but if you live through an era, I don't know how old is he because I never heard he was breaking in. I'm just stating that some of the things that the perception that people took away during the Door era, that oh yeah, this was the situation. Because whatever you may say, nepotism is different from tribalism. Nepotism is when you involve. I did not say Door was a nepotistic leader. When you involve your family people into government, that's nepotism. That's not what I stated. I said, and I will reiterate, in Liberia at the time during the Door era, it was perceived that it was predominantly crown people in government. I'm not attacking the tribe, but some of the things that led to whatever commotion we had, that's what I was pointing to. Okay? He talked about people like Balazer. Yes, Balazer from Nimba County. He talked about some other Fly and all those people that are in government. Granted. But I'm talking about the infusion of a tribal group predominantly in government. Like today, everybody's saying that Joseph Baga and Lofa government, but it doesn't mean that everybody at Lufien, Kopakura and Lofa man, but yes, people are saying that Lofa government. Okay? So when you come here, it's not that somebody going after a particular tribe. Trust me, I had nothing against Samuel Doka. But when things happen, you got to make comparative analysis on some issues.
All right, thank you.
Okay? And then last, maybe let me just close on this real quick. You know, I think you asked two questions, correct? One of them has to do with the issue about President Weah. I heard people talking about somebody said, "Oh, George was ungrateful." Samuel Doe sent Lone Star to Brazil 1986. Lone Star came from Brazil 1986. By 1987, George had gone professional. So I would not understand talk about. So Samuel Doe was not when the guy used to play game, the win game. So now he called into the executive manager, gave them purse here and there. That was it. Immediately, the guy came back in 1986 from Brazil. By 87, George had gone to Cameroon. So I would not understand. Oh, the man was ungrateful. Ungrateful for what? That man appreciates Samuel Doe to the point that people, even the Taylor government when they came, they used to even have problem when you say, "Oh, the man are those supposed."
The man said Liberian people money was given and value was spent on Georgia. So it's a question. But again, that move on. We are here from okay, I'll give each one of you the time again to take this.
But remember, even the man said that people money was spent, George appreciated it and reciprocated.
The problem.
I must admit about Joe. Joe, I knew Joe when the time he was the guy at the executive mansion there. We used to go out, we play checker with him because the reason is that it was John Tauber. John Tauber, my very, very good friend. John Tauber was Tauber's son, but he decided to join the military. So he always used to be in the backyard there and where they used to play the football game. Joe always used to invite the Barrow team, IE team, or the national team to play the Joe 11. So I used to be the one or two other games in there. So about knowing Joe, a lot of people don't know how much that other people knew him because of the friends that used to go around John and we who used to be in the backyard used to watch and play checker and play cards and stuff like that for money. So I would bring out, I have a lot of stories that I would bring out. So Sktv will have a lot to present to the Liberian people as the days go forward. Because I have a lot of interesting stories that are real to bring to you. So thank you.
Thank you. say Gonga, no, you say Joe, we are don't talk about national issue. He whole day you talking different. What national issue you want Joe we are to talk about? This man that was inept, this man that was irresponsible, this man that knew nothing about governance. Today, the man who is responsible, who had the experience, who know about governance, he's ruling the country. Why you want for George we have to talk? Everything is okay with Liberian people. So you want George we have to be talking, so they say, oh, look at that hungry one, you want to buy power. The way Joseph Waka was jumping here and then the frog protesting after serving as 12 years and he became broke. No. Why Liberian people so let them reap it? George, we are not here to discuss anything. Let Liberian people enjoy the experience, and the best man with the experience that came to rescue the country. You come and say, Joe, we don't talk about national issue. Mr. Connell, if somebody hates you, you can even say build the last skyscraper. I don't care what you do, they hate you, they hate you. Those people, they are hate for George Weah. Well, George Weah, you were drowning in the water. When you took him for that, he brought you on show today, you living, they not take it to be nothing because of your hate. When somebody hate you a bar, so people will call you and say George Weah is one of the ungrateful men on earth. You see, it is so sad because while they truth it hurt. Me, all I will tell this government, George Weah talk, George Weah not talk, you're focused. This is what man said he was doing. All the things we used to be doing, going or coming down, she called all nonsense majority or whatsoever. Her government, she will focus on doing what she came to do. And that's why she told her officials. When George Weah came to power the city, when you're protesting, they can't get your food, they get your water. He will focus. Saint Joseph Waka say when you walking and doors are biking, if you say you will stand to choose to at all of these doors, you will not reach your destination. This is why people do it. They're not listening to his parables. What a George Weah thought he thought your focus on rescuing the Liberian people, the time you take it to count on Facebook to be ready to be saying this as government official, you're supposed to be working to rescue the Liberian people. But it showed that you people are the real wild biking dogs. That's why you're continue biking the moment George Weah speak. You're waiting whole day on social media, the whole social media had. You people are the biking dogs. You better listen to Joseph Waka and focus. If you say you will continue responding to George Weah, I think you will reach your destination. Thank you.
Well, thank you. Thank you for you. And let me, yeah. Well, if you want to talk about it.
Oh no. I mean, I just want to say thanks again for the time, man. So people should not come here with that feeling. Sometimes when we're saying those things are national concerns, and we learn from each other every time. And this is now a confrontational situation. We come here unscripted, so sometimes it's just good when you come with a conversation. It's good to engage it properly and give the facts as you see it. You know, that's what I just wanted to state. But
I respond from Mr. Kumi Web. I really enjoy it.
Indeed.
I enjoy it.
Yeah.
And that's what they need to be doing. Okay, you can say that the low-headed people continue to denigrate Mr. Kumi, who is one of Liberia's best ever. For foolish people to just come and be say what kind of rubbish thing, asking what kind of factory Mr. Kumi have built. What did Joseph Waka do you give him presidential today? So they want to be asking Mr. Kumi what the factory why he has done for Liberians. You know,
I mean, that's the problem because this kind of
what Mr. Kumi has done for Liberians, and you know why he's still doing for Liberians. You
they
see,
don't even work. They don't work at all because.
What have Joseph Waka done for himself? Not talking about Liberia. What he has done for himself before you get his presidency. You can compare Joseph Waka with Kumi. Kumi can free him. Or because he is president today, you can't even start compare Waka to that of Mr. Kumi. Whole day you want to talking nonsense. And this is kind of ANC people, you have to be responding to let people know harshly. That's foolishness. You know who is Mr. Kumi, one of Liberia's greatest.
Yeah, so that's it.
Yeah, but thanks for the time, okay? Tomorrow is another day.
It's just like a witchcraft behavior because they don't want it. How will somebody better your life, carry you to a certain level, do it for you to come and do all kinds of things to them in the name of politics? And that's just so bad. But that was too nice.
Then you tell me, ask and say, why you not do for Liberia?
I tell you, man, what kind of politics is that? Every time we just be doing all kinds of politics. That's it. Bad politics, bro. I don't care nowhere. Almost 3 years now, former president and current president against me. What kind of life is that?
Yeah.
How can we move forward? Well, again, good night.
Take care, maybe on tomorrow, man.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We searching for podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Monitor people who willing to sell. The blessing that time and the efforts are rest. The project is giving us here and the premise of them. The work with my life without fear.
A lyrical health.
Master.
Tribalism, I can't Sktv-Lib. C'est ma chenille, tina ke ase ma jamu. Engi sano muni, emu aye yo. Engi lofa mui, emu aye yo.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must survive the lofa and grandbaza.
Ena Guinea ya tumale, ena Salia ya tumale, ena Conakry ya tumale, ena Cote d'Ivoire ya tumale, ena Guinea ya tumale, ena Salia ya tumale, ena Conakry ya tumale, ena Cote d'Ivoire ya tumale, ena Tribalism ya tumale, Sktv, ena Tribalism, tosi wako ma ya tumale.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must survive the lofa and grandbaza.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We searching for podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Monitor people who willing to sell. The blessing that time and the efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving are real and the premise my best. To work with my life without fear. From Grandfather Nima to Lufa, from Riverside, River G to Chile, from Grand Crew, Bombing, Kidman, Montserrat, San to Bacalu, from Maryland, Bonk to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa.